What's up, guys? It's Thibault with FastByFew. We got this beautiful 2022 GSXR 1000. I don't know if you guys have seen these things up close, but this color is freaking beautiful. I can't stop looking at it. It's a really nice flat gray with a blue pearl. So in the sun, this thing just pops like crazy. What we're doing is we're going to be doing a basic flash, and after we flash it, we're going to get like a before and an after horsepower number, and then we're going to see basically what it does after that. So far, the following mods have been done with this bike. Obviously it's missing the muffler. That's not going to really affect performance at all. It does have dimpled carbon smith velocity stacks, and it does have a Sprint P08 air filter. So we just got done doing our baseline. I did 8 pulls total. I kept the temperature between like 185 and 195. I have some really nice fans, so unlike most places with dynos that have little rinky-dink fans, my bikes don't run hot, and the tune is actually accurate. One of the most important things that has to do with the tune is motor temperature. And if a dyno has a fan that probably doesn't blow, it's probably not a good place to get your bike dynoed at, because your bike's not going to be tuned right. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. So what I did is I did a 4th gear pull, and I did a 6th gear pull just to see the top speed. And 4th gear, the bike made 149.5 horsepower, and it basically made it at, if I switch this to engine speed, our peak was right at 11.5. So the reason I did a 6th gear pull is I just wanted to see the top speed before and after the flash. And right now the top speed is at exactly 186 miles an hour. There is a little bit of rev limiter that slows down the wheel. So right when the rev limiter touches, it's 182. And then if you ride it through the rev limiter to where the rev limiter just stops it, it's exactly 186. If you were kind of thinking about what the actual top speed is, I would split the difference between 182 and 186. And I would probably say about 184, it would be a true top speed number on this bike. Again, stock horsepower is 149.5 horsepower in 4th gear and 154 horsepower in 6th gear. The reason they do this is in 6th gear, this bike is not restricted as much as 4th gear. So when we flash it, both gears will be identical. And now I need the cable. Yes, 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 yes. Auto close. Okay. All right, how's it going, guys? So we're done. We just got the flash in. I did another 8 pulls. Kept the temperature in between 185 and 195 again. A couple features that I did do with this bike is the customer's complaining about the bike running really hot. So I actually kicked the fans on at 185, and holy cow, like I barely have to keep my fans on to even keep this thing cool. So it did good. Go ahead and come over here and look at the dynograph. So this is our 4th gear pull. Basically you can see pretty much I started the dyno exactly at the same spot, which is good. Consistency is good. That gives you good data. The bike pretty much gained between 3 to 4 horsepower in the skinniest part of the map, and then like at 7,000 RPM the bike gains 6 horsepower, and it pretty much holds that 6 horsepower to about 10,000 RPM, and then at 10 it starts the horsepower climb of just annihilating the dyno, which is good. That's what we wanted to see. The bike ended up making 171 horsepower after the flash versus 149.5. So definitely it's good. It was making 149.5 at 11.5, as we mentioned before. So at 11.5, now the bike's making 163.8. So truly at the same point of where it was making power. We're only making 15 more horsepower, but more towards 13.2, you know, which is where peak power of the actual engine is. We're making 24 more horsepower. So just the flash bike gained 24 horsepower, and and there's no exhaust on this thing. It's fully stocked, and it does have an air filter. It does have the velocity stacks. So we're going to be putting a pipe on this thing next, and then we're going to be putting a tune on it. So stay tuned.